Hello everybody, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm Mezzie, this is Minstrel. Minstrel has a very strong track record in Standard, and I've been really excited about Eternal, and today we're going to be bringing you some commentated games from Eternal. We're going to take Andromeda, and we're going to put it against Nebula. Minstrel, what are some of the things that excited you about these decks?
Well, the first thing that excites me about those two decks is, in spite of me playing Andy, the fact that the Eternal version of Nebula is actually a deck that builds a remote. I personally am not a fan of remoteless decks, and seeing the ID that is pretty much built to be played as a remoteless fast advanced deck being used as a normal scoring deck is very exciting. And I have to say that I don't think I ever played anything with the explosive power of Andromeda or anything close to it.
Yeah, and these decks, you know, we've joked that Nebula basically has 50 good cards. The 49th card, both sides of the Nebula ID are incredibly strong, and you know the way the deck works in Eternal is very different, and it's really good stuff. You ask the runner, hey, I'm gonna be flipped, and I have a Rashida in the remote, and if you run it all, you're going to get hard-hitting news, which is, if you haven't seen hard-hitting news, it's Oppo research, except the condition is you start a run. So the deck is just turn 2, can you deal with all the threats? And kind of in the same way, I think Andromeda also deals like that.
Yeah, Andromeda asks a very hard question, especially this version of Illumination of Corp, which is, can you ice both centrals? Because I can have Illumination or Siphon in hand, and often that won't be enough, because if Andromeda has a Siphon Illumination, she can go for Siphon you and bounce off the ice if you are going to res it, and then Illumination R&D anyway, or even worse, she can have a Boomerang in hand and then just get to do everything she wants.
Everything, absolutely. I'm really excited to share this game with you, and I hope that we do more of these in the future.
Yeah, and one thing that is worth mentioning, I believe that this Nebula version is the pre-point changes one.
Yes, so the Nebula deck was so good that they put an extra point onto the ID, and now the version I'm playing was playing Your Digital Life. That card has got 2 points out of the 7 that you're budgeted with, and you know, NBN just paying for Cerebral Imaging's crimes.
Yeah, I wonder if YDL would get pointed and all, if not for CI. If Nebula would be strong enough to warrant putting 1 point on YDL, but I imagine there are other cards you could point if you wanted to target just Nebula then.
Yeah. And anything else to add?
No, I think we can move to the gameplay.
Okay, so we're getting into the game, and we're just looking at our mulligan, and I'm gonna take this one. Is not it. Everyone who's looking at my hand, this goes away.
So I don't think this is a very strong hand. I think we have a better hands, and if I'm looking at 9 cards, I want something that will have a slightly more explosive start. There are a couple cards here that could be useful, but none of them are justifying keeping this hand to me.
Yeah, with 9 cards in hand, you can often try to go for like a high roll, and even if you don't get a high roll, it's really hard to have a bad hand. But just no. So I want to flip Nebula. start that, I'm gonna click draw. And we're terrified of both illumination and Count Cypher, because those are really good cards. So do I ice both remotes, both centrals, and not have an ice for the remote? Or do I hold on to it, play something naked? I think I will... This is always happening. And then I think... And we don't have enough to res both ice. Potentially. We can't, we just accept that illumination will hit us. And we take a big tempo loss.
So we're very unhappy with our hand right now. And we want to try to figure out how to play the best. This feels like a terrible start and I would like to avoid it. Is there ever a world where I just draw? Feels terrible. Probably is terrible. I think I want to start by forcing an issue, because this hand doesn't do anything else. You mulliganed, I can hope this ice doesn't end the run. And this is my best hope for playing this game at all. Which sucks.
Okay, don't gain 3 credits, please. I gained 3 credits.
You gain 3 credits. Okay, so we actually will have money to play this game. Now the question is, what do we install? And I think it's... yeah, we just bankrupt ourselves. We want this, we want this, we want this, we don't want this.
Alright, that is a fairly good start given the siphon landed. I think this is self-explanatory.
Yeah, that's your only way really to get back into the game, I think.
Yeah, it's got pretty lucky, to be honest, throwing into that. Although, you know, we hard mulligan for YDL because it's one of the best cards in the deck.
So we'll go to 5 credits at the start of the turn. We have literally no way to get those account siphons back. Well, we have Rebirth for Steve, but outside of that...
There's maybe 1 or 2 same old things.
No, this version doesn't play any, so I think we can safely remove it from the game. We need money now. We have to make a choice between running HQ and R&D without Siphon. I don't see the point of running HQ right now. I think I want to ironically set up more. And I think I'm happy to do it this way. Let's run R&D to flip Nebula. Okay. We are obviously giving no respect to hard-hitting news here. We are going to... So maybe we should start. And the best way to do that is probably slowing down slightly and going for something like this. We could go for this card, but going lower on credits means that we will just get into the hard-hitting news territory, which we would like to avoid. We need to keep at least 8 credits at all times, so minimum 4 at the end of the turn to clean 4 tags, and best case scenario, would like to make it as expensive as possible, and also make it impossible to push something before the hard-hitting news hits.
I did just draw maybe the worst possible draw for you.
Oh, I saw that Econ Warfare, but we are at 7 credits, which means even going to 3, we can probably
You can clear
get back to
with
enough money to
everything.
clear.
Yeah, you can clear this turn. But I do think I have to force it. Andy's annoying because she has Link.
Yeah.
Perfect. Only pay 1.
Which means you have to pay 1, I have to just accept. Once we get our money, we teach the Blumos, and we... I want to run, but running is going to have us killed if you have a second hard-hitting news. Also, you might trace over the Citadel, so I think just removing 3, clicking for 1 is what we have to settle for, and hope that you don't have a good way to start like an Astro Train. You can...
I have the option to pay 3 and force you to float a tag here. Which I don't think is winning. Just letting you... Well, next turn you'll be at 6.
Of 1 credit, you really get to...
I don't really do much.
Trash my Blumos? Is that like... something worth considering?
It's not bad. Sitsank is also... like the kill tech. Really annoying that you got it down really early, so... Trashing like the blue moose is just gonna make so much money in this game. I will make it unbeatable. Force you to float. Okay. I'll play this. And we'll attitude adjustment.
Yeah, having a way to bounce from 2 up and then trash something will be annoying. Didn't have 2 clicks still.
Yeah. Where is this? We gonna go to 4. You're gonna remove a card. I want more money. Maybe a drawer. Means I should have drawn first. Having you snipe random cards off of R&D is annoying.
Yeah, and the two main pieces of ice I'm scared in this matchup are really, or like that are relevant in this matchup are Gold Farmer and Slot Machine, which both cost 3 to res.
Yeah. I do this.
Okay, so now the question is, do you have ice that you can res for 2?
I will say, IP block is a common,
IP block, yeah.
the common one.
Let's draw those 2 cards. We could go for this. And then something else. This would work better with the namesake power deck. I think we need money now, so let's put this on the bottom and let's draw again. Okay, so this card is largely irrelevant in the matchup. So run archives.
Okay, so now we have to think about a spin pop. Maybe this one. YDL is very good. We draw YDL, it's like really free from this point.
I'd like to play this, but this runs the risk of getting HA Chant again, so we probably have to settle for turning off Nebula. Okay, we play the deck for free now. So the one thing we want to avoid is you drawing YDL here, because that will settle you back a turn at least.
Yeah, draw again. Very sad. Very sad. Sad for this.
Okay. So our hand doesn't represent really anything, so let's start by drawing a card again. This we assume is a Spin Doctor, but we would like to force a pop of it, so we'll run it this turn. Let's just see if we want to install or draw something first, like Sure Gamble or... Oh, this is interesting, because we want both of these cards, but I think we want this more, because it represents a longer game run. So let's bottom this. Let's run that server too. The benefit of this run is that if it is a Spin Doctor, okay, never mind. This is weakness.
Well...
And by that I mean it shows that the hand is getting desperate.
Yeah.
Unless there is something that I'm forgetting, where stealing an agenda opens something up. Opens me to something up.
Trying to force the push through there, just kind of hoping, to be honest.
So if we go, so you didn't have YDL last turn, so even if you, so you'd have to top deck YDL, Econ Warfare, YDL, so YDL, Econ Warfare, HHN, that's going off 4, going +3, that's 5, and then, no, okay, so we can just go Credit Blomos and be fairly safe. I don't know if the particular list is, but is Nebula usually on shipment from Sansan?
You can play it.
Okay.
I don't want to though.
So this is Christian. I'm just trying to figure the. Oh, you are on seamlesses. That's why I make it Astro script. Makes sense. With 2 credits.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start the trend. Clicks. Let's remove the Blumos from the game.
The third blue moose in the top third is sad.
Yeah, that's. We were very happy to see that. Now this is Crisium. Crisium will be annoying, but this is a problem for later us. We want to keep drawing through our deck and find the solutions. It's one of the solutions. But first we'll need to do that. What does Andy usually rebirth into? I'm not, telling you exactly what I just drew.
Well, if you think this is Crisium, then Steve is kind of useless. I think Baz is actually a good rebirth target. I think I know against a lot of Jinteki decks, Nero is quite good. You can jack out if you see something.
If you encounter Sentry, yeah.
Sable is good. Zaya is decent once you have like a medium up. If you're on medium, you have a lot of options, but
That makes sense.
Acid decks give 4 or 9. I think Sable is what I would pick.
Yeah, Sable makes sense.
Like if you roll Archives next turn for your mark, it's just so easy for the rest of the game.
Well, you get to stack Almakua, I guess, is the idea.
Yeah, and you also have like run targets, so you basically get a free click next turn. If you think the game goes long enough that you need to rebirth into Steve, then you have to find a way to deal with the Crisium, which is very expensive.
I have a way to deal with Crisium. It's just the question is how many times I can run through a slot machine. Realistically. Not many.
Not many, no.
So that's the bigger problem, is that I already pretty much don't want to contest that slot machine.
Yeah. I think
unless I
Sable or Zaya or... Yeah. I think 409 is less good into Nebula. Like, you know all their ice mostly. And if I'm pushing it, then I'll just pay the 1. Basically cancel out my ID.
Yeah. I think I'm happy to go for Sable right now. Yeah, but let's draw first. Okay. And yeah, we can grab Crystal Criminals.
There are a lot.
I was thinking about Zaya for a second, but
which one?
Zaya.
Yeah.
But I am afraid that if there is a somewhat taxing piece of ice on R&D, I should probably face check R&D ice first before playing that. But
there is what's her name? Leela. Leela's also very good.
Yeah, I have the same problem with Leela as with Baz. I do not expect you to install more than like 2 maybe pieces of ice. And I don't know if that's enough, especially that I want to keep the pressure on with Leela, which probably forces Rezus. So let's go for Sable. And then let's go for our face level. We didn't make a run, so we can just grab it. We have our mostly uninteractive econ.
Get ready for a HQ push, or a push in the future if I have to. And if you roll archives here, it's just really free.
Disable first. HQ, okay.
That's sad.
Let's get rid of this daily cast. So we are still in the same problem of our money is not as good as we would like it to be. So let's draw again. Downward bad. Let's Boomerang the R&Di's illumination.
Okay, I think I read this.
Okay. Free, so you get to...
I can advance the thing 3 times.
Yeah, I'm going to let you advance. I think 3 times. We'll install. Didn't realize how poor I will be. Desperado and Miss Bounce. Okay. And then let's just run archives for money. And check what you have discarded. Okay. And bigger picture. So we have fucked up. HHN would just end our life here. And happily that's not what she does.
I didn't find it, which is sad.
Which now means we have to just...
I do this.
Find money. This is money. Discuss on the bottom, and then we remove illumination, and we'll run getaway onto archives to get money back, and now we are fairly happy with our current position. I don't want to draw because I don't want to install any of those cards. If we go for this, we end on 6 credits. Econ Warfare into Ideal, into HHN ends us, so let's just draw. Let's install this, and then let's gain credit. And now I should just click for free last turn.
Okay, this is interesting.
This feels wild to say, but it feels like without this Bloomos, I would have so little money compared to like...
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Blue Moose is a ridiculous card.
Is not having a Bravado in the deck a nod towards like asset spam decks, or it's just below the power level of the format?
You can replace King Getaways with whatever like bravados if you want. I think now it might be better, but it's kind of useless against DI, for example, where you just kind of in the way.
That makes sense.
At least with the, for example, if you're doing a medium run, King Getaway still gets you a counter on an empty R&D for DI purposes when you're just trying to race them for points. Goes me to 10. 6. Wait, trace maths. I'm so bad at this. 6.
Yeah, your HHN costs 6 if you want to resolve it. I guess one downside of rebirthing into Sable is that we do not have the link anymore.
Oh, true. That's... Why... Do I do this, or do I do this? For this? I think I do this.
And we hope for Archive to be our mark.
Yeah, if you roll Archive here, it's... okay. Not so bad.
Okay, so we... Yeah, I think we remove 3 and then click for credit. And if you want to stick the tag on me for... It would cost you 3 credits, I think I'm fine with that trade.
I don't think I want to pay that. Okay.
Okay, so 2 Seamless to score Bellona. Yeah.
Very lucky draw.
Employee strike is gone. So now it clicks. Plumos removes the Super Class Act. And I think now we have to put the pressure on HQ. So let's run HQ. We are set because we are keep rolling R&D. Oh, actually, no, actually it's probably correct to install the turtle first. And now run HQ. Okay. Is Acrisium that will trash because Miss Bones is a fair and balanced card, and now we've seen that Raven. Oh, I installed this on Makoa and it will get 0 counters from this runs, which is very thought-through idea from me. But I think now that I started, I pretty much have to go for this.
That's sad.
Now we'll just clean one tag, and if you have, I don't know what you could have to like punish us harshly here. Like, blowing up an resource is going to be annoying, but your economy is pretty much in shambles, so we'll take that trade. Okay, so that's the IP block. IP block gives the tag immediately if I have a tag, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Take clicks. We still are hitting R&D, so that's going as planned. So slot machines are pretty much. So let's see what you have on server free. Nothing. Great, so we can stack our Makua here.
Oh, that's annoying.
Then just install this and clean the deck this way.
Okay, perfect.
YDL, yeah. Okay, so that's a precinct number 2, I'm assuming. Sable HQ now, okay. Get the message. Sable, you're never getting picked again. Remove this. We bottom discard, I think. And let's check what is DI is on server free.
I don't want you to get free credits and free Amakuma counters, so if you want to pay 4 credits.
No, I don't think I will. I think I'm going to go for a draw. And then for an employee strike.
Just collect the credits. Go to a don't be poor plan.
I think we bought this. And sure gamble. So my problem right now is that this deck really doesn't have a way to finish the game from what I've seen. Which means I think I'm happy to check this. Costs me 2 credits really, so well, break because we don't want to lose 3 credits.
I think I will read this and just say, okay, I'm still gonna be Nebula'd.
No,
You wanna get rid of it, you won't get it.
You have employee strike on, it's active.
Sorry?
Employee strike is active, you Nebula is not existent.
Oh. Can I get my 3 credits back?
Yeah, sure. And then so I'll get a credit from Desperado in that case. Okay. And then I think I will just for credits, sure. Oh, and I should have a click from Sable. That was HQ, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll just spend it, click credit, and go. That should be repaired port state.
Okay, now Nebula's active.
Yep. The turn. Draw 2. Don't care about you. Care about you. Okay, so now the question is, there should be some agendas in HQ.
But is it worth running through slot machine?
Well, I have this infinity boomerangs, so yeah. This.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And yeah, I'll sweep and I'll trash this. Wait, steal and steal.
Well played.
Okay, so it felt like the game was under control, but I find the lack of any type of permanent multi-access really leading to a really frustrating games where if that compilation doesn't hit, I can sit here and take singles. I don't know if you can ever push in remote because I can just like find my breakers and play them. But I don't know if you need to ever push in the remote, really.
Kind of eventually. This deck is no about Nebula.
I know it's more
I don't have any
jammy.
fast advance.
Well, you do have petty caches, right? And you have
but Nebula has to be active, so if
Astros.
you're just running. Yeah, okay. So I think there were 2 turns in that game that completely changed how the game works. That was the first turn where I didn't have a ETR on HQ. And
Which, realistically, what is a hard... Like, Gold Farmer is a hard ETR, right?
I would pay for the trace with IP block every day, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I had like... My opening hand was, I think, horrible. Like, I'm not... Finish your sentence, like, about the 2 turns that were game-changing.
Yeah, and then the second one was the risky AstroScript push. I think realistically, when you have like no cards that give you credits, and then I think I had to push like that. Okay, now we're gonna take a look at the replay. Oh, is this your first hand? Is 3 class acts?
Yes, that was my first hand.
Yeah.
Pre-mulligan, right?
I think my first hand. You could take this hand, but it's very risky.
I think you could. You are asking to lose to a siphon, right?
Yes.
Like, this is Andy. It's 9 cards.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know the exact odds, but I cannot imagine that it's lower than like 70% to see a siphon in mulligan.
Yeah, it's really easy. But then I get an ice, and the first one has to go on HQ. I had this brick in my hand, and boom. I probably should have discarded it earlier, but I just couldn't use it this whole game, and I was planning to score out instead of killing you.
I can see that
Well, it's just...
if you have the bomb already in hand and you had the opportunity to trash the Citadel Sanctuary, I think you can make that choice then. I think once you make the choice to not trash Citadel Sanctuary, I think you make a choice to also pitch the bomb.
Yes, I think you're right. I think I should do that in the future, but I think I went for the idea that Citadel Sank makes less money than Blue Moose, and you already removed one Blue Moose, so I thought it would be fine. But you got the second one really quick, which was very unlucky.
Yeah, I was not sure if I should discard the second Blumos.
It's good you kept on to it.
Oh no,
you did.
I discarded the second one. I found the third one like very quickly. The second one I discarded because I quite frankly didn't know what else to discard from this hand. Like you can see it now.
What turn
this
is
hand is just opening hand.
Yeah, okay.
The opening hand is awful. Like it has no liquid money outside of account siphon.
Yeah.
That's why
really
I was
lucky the siphon landed then.
Yeah, like there is nothing here. Like my alternative to the siphon is credit, Blumus casts and discard 2. And I don't think you should win that game any time in Eternal if your opening hand is in Andy is that. I thought about drawing for Illumination, but even with Illumination this hand is awkward. It's like Blumus for 3 daily casts for 2, and then what do you do else? Pretty much nothing. So yeah, this hand entirely hinges on account siphon landing.
Yeah.
So yeah, the slot machine being the only ice that you can install is lucky.
Yeah. I thought about keeping the Astro and trying to like push it behind a like a second slot machine.
So turn 2 you mean?
Yeah. It discards.
Yeah, I can see holding onto Astro, but it's like you're playing against Criminal. It's supposed to be a matchup in which we might go slightly slower, but at the same time, I have like the slowest possible start.
Yes, which is what I was thinking as well.
Like, keeping on to Boom here makes a lot of sense, right? Like you are playing still with the assumption that you're probably going to threaten killing me.
Yeah.
This turn.
I think it was correct to force you to float.
On the end of turn 3, right?
3, yes.
On turn 2, actually, yeah. No, turn 2. Turn 3. Yeah.
You sold Sit Sank and then I paid 3.
I think so, but mostly because you have attitude adjustment in hand.
I had adjustment, yes.
Otherwise,
no, never.
Yeah, because you don't have money then, unless you want to go for like... You could go for like trash one of those and then bigger picture for 2 credits, but that sounds awful. So...
Yeah, it does sound awful. I think I should have spent it and given you another tag though. Instead of installing an ice.
What is that? Wait, couldn't you? Oh, yes. Oh, so the Citadel Sanctuary also saved me this turn, right?
Yeah.
Because you can just go... You have 4 clicks as a Nebula. Oh, never mind, you started one credit. Okay, so we are safe.
Now that... what's it called? There's the card that YDL got pointed, so we're gonna have to rethink how the Nebula deck.
Nebula also, right?
Yeah, Nebula got a point. YDL got 2 points.
Yeah, so
+3. The YDL is not as strong in this deck. I didn't draw a single Rashida this game. That's kind of crazy.
true. I still think like the deck pretty much has to function without drawing like some of the power cards. It's I don't know, it's eternal. Everything is a power card.
Yeah, everything is there's all the good cards. Yeah, I think I should have given you a tag instead of icing R&D. That's... I can't even res the ice this turn. I'm forcing you to spend another click and 2 credits.
Well,
Slows the game
it will
down.
Can you do anything with those clicks though? Is the question.
On turn 4?
Yeah, what I mean is like, are you... I guess you are not using this bigger picture in any other way for the rest of the game. So
yeah, that's the point.
So using it here is actually better than installing that slot machine, probably.
Yeah, it's because I can't even res a slot machine, so might as well get the value now than playing for later.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can do that.
You draw. Just can get away. Get away. White else. Destroy. Okay. Game got really hard for me because didn't have Nebula. And yeah, this was the turn 5 is the jam, ask for script, hope I can score it, try and stabilize.
I can see that. Where? I think I want to at least put it behind an IP block.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
your hand is so... I don't know. Your hand is feels so poor at this point. The problem is that you have gone for like 1 Spin Doctor, and as far as I remember, this Nebula deck plays 6 assets and it's 3 Rashidas, 2 Spin Doctors. And there is like a shot that this is a Spin Doctor, and I might choose to not run it.
But I think with a combination of if I had given you the extra pressure with the extra tag and then gone ice asset behind it, you might not have like...
Yeah, I might be playing more consciously about that then.
Yeah, I think from then on it's a bit weird. Very hard for me, and this is definitely a losing position.
Yeah, the thing that like keeps the game at all in your hands, like it's not entirely gone, is the slot machine at HQ, because this Andy deck doesn't have a single good way to deal with it. Like, sure, you can spam boomerangs on it, right? Like that's what we have done for the entire game, was basically I'll draw a boomerang, put it on slot machine, and then run it. But that's not really a sustainable solution in a game where you are not, like, where your own deck is not trying to drown.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That was interesting, engaging. Is there anything else you want to say about the game?
You wonder how the new version of Nebula will look. I was very happy playing it before. The jammy version with seamlesses.
Mm-hmm.
I want to build some kind of reg criminal on and like to see how I would build it. Because either just, I don't know, it felt like the entire economy of the deck hinges on Blue Moose and Account Siphon. And like to a lesser extent, you have Desperado and Clean Getaway, and you have the sure gambles in the deck, but it feels like a really low amount of really high impact economy. And there were daily casts. I don't know. I felt maybe this was the nature of this draw, but I felt poor for most of the game, and this felt weird playing as a criminal. I'm used to playing criminal as a faction that has money early, and it didn't feel that way here, which might be the issue of small sample size.
Yeah. I don't think you really want to play Bravado ever, because install 3 cards is often like a that's like a play people will do for an insignificant amount of time.
Like install free
Like assets
or like remote servers, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that. Like I maybe not Bravado, but something that would work with the deck, like 1 or 2 cards more, or like, I don't know, maybe moving towards crowdfunding.
Yeah, crowdfunding is the richer option, I think. You can swap blue. No, you can't swap blue moose out. Siphon is 1. Siphon is 3. Strike is 2. What's your 7th point? You have
Amakua, yeah.
That's 6.
And blue moose is 7.
Okay.
Crowdfunding is 2.
You either need to cut Amakua and blue moose to get crowdfunding.
Yeah, that sounds
or
bad.
Cutting E-Strike also sounds bad.
I could see cutting E-Strike for Grant, but I would probably do it out of a different deck than Andromeda. But I prefer to play the Econ Denial oriented criminals more than just value and good cards criminals.
Yeah. Grant works in... I think Grant works in Andy fine. You have enough installables, like you can loop boomerangs at the end of the game as well. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's nice. Sounds good.
The other thing is Grant works really nicely with crowdfunding as well, because you can play Grant, or Grant is up, you run 3 times.
Oh yeah.
CF comes down and that's your... No wait, you can play Grant, run 3 times, reinstall CF, trigger Grant. Yeah. So there's nice synergy there.
Yes, I would probably look somewhere towards that direction. Like, I really like playing like my guys list is playing the Transfer of Wealth instead, but like it has I have chosen to play Strike there because I feel like guys just doesn't work against some corp IDs if you don't put employee Strike there.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for the talk. That was good.
Yeah,
good game.
Thank you very much for the game, and let's hope for more.
See you around.
See you around.
Okay.